1 year, $2 million for Kevin Givens. Defensive tackle, was a Niners undrafted free agent, little undersized, but he's, in my opinion, improved a little bit every year, and he's not a starter. But as a backup who can give you 15 to 20 snaps, I think he's a hell of a player. I think he's an impact rotational defensive tackle who just might mess around and get a TFL or a sack when you need it most. I like this move. I like Kevin Givens.
Yeah, I mean, with the news of Kevin Givens, Hargrave, and then we heard that they put Kinlaw on the traded block, does not sound like Kinlaw is going to be back. It sounds like they're definitely going to find a way to move on from Kinlaw. And Givens, I think, like you said, he's a good depth piece. So, yeah, it's a good move. 49ers continue to get stronger. I anticipate the 49ers will sign a couple Kevin Givens type players, not just on the interior, but on the edge. They're really good at finding these guys like Amenahu, guys like that who, may have not had the success that they could have had. They sign them on a cheap deal. They give them a year or two, and then they develop them into be better than they are. So I think the 49ers could still make moves like that on the defensive line. So I don't think they're done yet. But Givens is a good sign. It's a good depth piece.
It's interesting that the Niners don't do more of this. They have such a great defensive line coach. You'd think that if they wanted to go like Moneyball at any position, it would be there because they can draft and develop players. Mm-hmm. But they also want the big-time guys. I get it. I understand you need star power in the league. It seems like they're going Moneyball on the offensive line. They've made a decision. We're going to splurge at left tackle and go bargain at the other 5 positions. And we can because we have a great offensive line coach in Chris Forster. Okay, well, give him something to work with, though, man. Give him some guys with some athletic traits. He's giving them guys from Fordham. It's like, no offense, but, man, there's only so much Chris Forster can do. I'd like to see the Niners go out and sign a center. And if they don't, get a really freaking good one. But the thing about the Niners is Kyle has shown right now he will not start a rookie unless he absolutely has to. He's never going to draft a guy, but that's a plug-and-play guy. His attitude is, if he really impresses me and I have no other options, I will maybe put him in the starting lineup, maybe in rotation. Yeah. So if you need a center and Brendel's not coming back, go get the Javon Hargrave of centers.
You need a center and you need a right tackle. And the good thing, though, the 49ers, even though Kyle Shanahan doesn't traditionally play guys in their rookie year, they have so many draft picks. What are they going to do with 11 draft picks? They need to package some of those, move up. They got 2 new comp picks, right? They're going to get a comp pick for McGlinchey. They're going to get a comp pick for Jimmy G. I'm assuming.
Probably next year. Next year.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is they got 11 picks this year. They'll probably have as many next year, right? Yeah. So we're not going to use all these draft picks. Package some, move up. They need to address this right tackle center position. Sounds like they're at least looking at center in free agency. So maybe they are going to listen to me and go after right tackle in the draft. You're welcome.
Austin, you gave me a $5 donation, but your message, I'm not reading that. If you want to see why I'm not reading Austin's message, you can go in the chat. It's 11:50. I'm not reading that. But thank you for the it was a really kind of a mean thing that you wrote about Jimmy. I wouldn't read that. So you can say that. Jimmy. Russ isn't corny. He's inauthentic like a politician. There's worse things you could be. Are you kidding? Which football player is authentic? Especially guys making $200 million, 50, $500 million. They're all playing that little CEO cosplay game on the face of the franchise.
Yeah.
Sure. That's how you act at home, right?
Yeah, I think it's hilarious. A lot of fans think that these players and coaches speak honestly. None of them do. It's all BS. They tell you what they want to hear. They're all politicians.